Yes, so we are on page 65. India is a country in dash Asia. India is the world's dash seventh largest country. Okay, India is a country in southern Eastern Asia. India, seventh largest in the world, a country in the southern Asia. The historical name of the Indus River is Sindhu. India is bounded by the southwest. India is bounded by the southwest here by the Arabian Sea and the southeast by the Bay of Bengal. Southwest by the Arabian Sea and southeast by the Bay of Bengal. Answer is on page 62. Everything is given. The archipelago of the southwestern coast of India is Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Lakshadweep. That's what it is. Lakshadweep, which lies on the southwestern coast. The volcanic Andaman and Nicobars lie to the chain of the southeast, and the Sundarbans in the Ganges Delta of West Bengal. Okay. Now the southern western coast is what? The southern western coast is Lakshadweep. Okay, so we'll put there Lakshadweep. We don't have to put the whole thing. The climate in the south is temperate and in the north is what? Winter and snowfall, and in the south more temperate. Okay, answer the following to make sure you have understood what the encyclopedia has told you about India. You need to look at the map and find places on the Indian borders. Use a dictionary to find the meanings of the words you do not understand. Some of the words you might look up are population, dialects, pulses, jute, industries. Try to find those. What is the Hindi name for India? Bharat. Okay. What are India's main food crops? It's there. The India's main food crops are, we just now read it here. I want to show it to you on this page. Yes, page 64, second paragraph, about 1600 languages. Underneath that line, the major food crops include rice, pulses, cereals, tea, jute, cotton and tobacco are also important. What are the main food crops? So these are cash crops. Food crops are rice, pulses and cereals. Okay, you'll write that. What is, can you find out names of two cereal crops grown in India? Find those out. Jowar and bajra and wheat. Okay, cereals, jowar and bajra, and you find that out. India's northern and northeastern states are partially located on the Himalayan range. The remaining northern, central and eastern India constitute of the fertile Indo-Gangetic plain. In the west, next to southeastern Pakistan, is the Thar Desert. Southern India is more or less composed of the peninsular Deccan Plateau, which is bordered by two hilly coastal ranges, the Western Ghat and the Eastern Ghats. A. Himalaya range covers which part of the India? The north part of India. What comprises southern India? Tamil Nadu, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh, Odisha. Okay, part of that. You will write those. The Himalayas are well as the Hindu Kush mountains in Pakistan block the Central Asian winds. Okay. How does the Himalaya affect India's climate? By blocking the Central Asia winds. That's why it's very warm here. It's there. The answer is on page 64, the first paragraph. This process helps the maintaining the warm climate. The Himalayas as well as the Hindu Kush mountains in Pakistan block Central cold Asian winds. This helps. It's there in this answer, in this question only. It is written here. This process helps in maintaining a warm climate. What does the Thar Desert have on India's climate? It gives you the monsoon rains from, it is given here. The Thar Desert draws the moisture-laden summer monsoon winds that between June and September provide most of India's rainfall. Write, list a few ethnic groups of India. What are the ethnic groups of India? That you have to do it on yourself. Think and answer. What do you understand by diversity? What do you think it is important to have diversity? People, what is diversity? I have told you. Different cultures, different people, the way they eat, the way they walk, the way they clothes, they wear, the type of staying, that religion and their society. Make a list. What do you understand by that and write about it. People from different cultural and geographical backgrounds speak different languages. Do you think there should be many different languages or just one common language? Why? One common language is there, that is Hindi. All over the country we speak that, so that we can get interact, because we don't know everybody's. Everyone should have their own language, not a problem. It's your opinion what you want to write. Okay, so do that and we'll see you in the next class again. Till then, take care of yourselves, be good, and do both the chapters. I want homeworks. Okay, at any cost I'll upload your homework section, what to write for you and what you're going to do. Okay, so till then, take care of yourselves, be good, stay home and stay safe. Bye bye. God bless.